Let's visit with kitchen designer Carla Smith, who has some savory solutions. Let's take a look at hers. Like many of us, the owners of this kitchen wanted to create a more open, stylish environment that would better lend itself to entertaining. So they called in designer Carla Smith.
Before, it was a basic, plain, dated kitchen. So the premise that we started with here is we wanted it to have a little feel of modern, but not cold modern or contemporary, more of a comfortable, cozy modern.
Originally, there was a low wall defining the kitchen as a separate space, cutting it off from the adjoining family room.
The first thing that we wanted to accomplish was, let's make this one room. So we removed the main wall that was separating the two rooms. We also relocated doors into the dining room. The ambiance that we created in the space is a cozy, eclectic, sophisticated environment. When people look at kitchens, they sometimes feel limited because of the rules that are around them, especially when they live in the home, because they get so used to seeing the things over and over and over. Upper cabinetry. Do you really need upper cabinetry? It's usually used for storage, it's usually used for dishes, but that doesn't mean dishes always have to be in upper cabinetry. Sometimes we put them in bases with glass and islands. Sometimes we put them in drawers that pull out. As long as you have enough storage, it really doesn't matter where that storage is.
Speaking of storage, the pantry in this kitchen is equipped with an ingenious pull-out rack that really maximizes the available space.
Some of the different fixtures that we incorporated into the design are a custom granite sink. It's made out of the same material as the counter. Nice smooth surface, great to wipe things into the sink with. The black absolute granite was honed, by the way. It's a matte finish, there's no shine on it. 99% of the time, you're used to seeing granite polished, but you can hone it, which means you're basically taking the polish off, so you have a matte finish. I think when you are putting together a kitchen and you want a custom look, a great way to do that is having more than one finish in the room as far as cabinetry or countertop surfaces. We basically have 3 colors in this kitchen. Even though I have a lot of different woods, they're the same tone. Teak, cherry, the floor is rift cut Brazilian cherry, and the sandblasted fir is all in the reddish tones. And then we have black, which are the countertops, and then we have stainless. And we've used that in toe kick areas, in the focal point of the island, in the raised area, and of course on the cooktop itself. If people were to splurge on one thing in their kitchen, it would be a built-in refrigerator. Absolutely. It is the biggest, bulkiest, ugliest thing in the room. And a built-in refrigerator means it's 24 inches deep, so it's flush with any adjacent cabinetry. So it completely disappears.
But the refrigerator is not the only appliance that Carla feels is better off hidden away.
I have an allergy to microwaves. That's just one thing as a designer. I do not like to see a microwave. As any of my clients will tell you, I always hide them behind doors. Always. So usually what I'll do, instead of the typical appliance garages, which are very common, I will do a cabinet door so it looks just like the rest of them, because an appliance garage still pops out. I mean, you know exactly what that is when you see it. Some of the interior options that you can use today are recycling, which is a double trash bin. It pulls out with the door. Another fun thing to do is we took a 5-piece door and we took the center panel out and we inserted a black chalkboard. It's a great thing for shopping list. If you're looking in the refrigerator and you run out of milk, you just write it on the list. We have a bar area that we incorporated into the space. It's a little off of the main functional area of the kitchen. It's for entertaining. We selected stainless steel framed wine coolers, 2 of them with a glass door, so you can see that this is a wine area. Then we had some fun with it. The handles on the stainless steel drawers are little grapes, and we have onlays that we used on the upper section. You can get those at a wood molding place, and you can stain them to match the cabinetry. So on the center panel, instead of just being a blank panel, you have a detail. The one thing that's most fun for me is when I walk into the room, the overall feeling of the space, it just works. I mean, you just instinctively know that it works.